就不会到那么晚了。接下来要开工了嘛，那我们最后再把这个剧情啊稍微再过一下。然后我觉得这个赛季打到这边，其实该拿的破帽期已经差不多了，所以就是对于整个的动力就会比较就是拼那个声望的动力会比较差，所以我们就比较佛心的玩吧。然后看一下这个外面这张照片它是不是合的。我们看一下这个公寓，在美国这里这个公寓，我看一下外面这个照片是贴图，可是我们看一下，大概对了，还有美国风味。然后看这公寓，还不错，不大，可是还有餐厅，有餐厅就不错了。所以那个是出口嘛，然后这个是 bedroom， 所以这个还蛮赞的。那我们就来打剧情吧，大概剧情剩这2场吧。OK。那剧情打一打，大概今天滑雪累了，那就休息了。
Oh man, you're Brandon Harris with Union Elite, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Man, what's good? I'm MP.
Right, you that Vermont dude. Yeah, I heard you passed up on the chance to play with us.
Oh man, y'all just got so much talent, especially with you, bro. High flyers is just more my style of ball.
Or what style is that? Sloppy?
Mm-hmm.
Undisciplined?
I don't know about all that. You know, if we're so sloppy, why do we keep winning?
You haven't played us yet.
Right, which means you ain't beat us yet. Brandon.
You haven't watched my tapes yet, have you?
No, I've seen a little. You are.
See you later.
It's just, I'm better. But don't stress yourself out about that. You'll find out why in a second.
比较大只。我们期待下一季出来，下一季大家都回来玩。
WCBL action coming your way right here on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone, and welcome in. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. We've got the Union Elite against the High Flyers in a showdown.
Well, both of these teams have had a strong showing this season, and I'm looking forward to seeing the stars of their respective teams, MP and Brandon Harris.
And for the High Flyers, MP and Mills leading the way. Not only can they both play, but they've got some great personality there as well.
Something about both of them just oozes star power. But none of that will matter once they get on the court. They'll have to let their game do the talking tonight. Well, the drama setting the scene for tonight's game, it's MP going up against the team he didn't pick when he joined the club circuit.
And taking the floor for Union Elite, it'll be Lou Diaz running the show from the point. Mitch Mitchell's at the off guard. Bird will be playing in the wing role, and the always dangerous Brandon Harris at power forward. Finally, Drew Robert holding down the center spot. The starting five for the High Flyers tonight has Devontae Mills orchestrating the point, Brock handling the shooting guard duties, O'Neal and Ben Gov at the forward spots, and manning the middle is going to be MP at center. Coach Weber and Coach Troy both thought MP was destined for their rosters.
Well, look, he couldn't play for both of them, so at the end of the day, he had to make a business decision. No animosity, but I'm sure this team would like to prove to MP that he made the wrong choice.
And the star for this Union Elite team is Brandon Harris, a fantastic big man who can score from anywhere.
Harris is one of the most efficient and focused players you'll find on the court. And it's funny, I actually think MP would have complemented Harris's game perfectly if MP had chosen Union Elite.
Bird with the bucket.
And it's Bird with the answer. A three of his own clapping right back.
To the paint. Here's O'Neal. Yes, and it's MP picking up the assist.
这个算一般助攻，可是我传花式。
They're shooting the ball much better than the opposition right now.
Yeah, their offense just looks smoother, getting whatever shot that they want out there.
Harris, no good. Now the High Flyers with it.
谁要切？谁要切？
MP outside.
空的是怎样？
Pass to Gov. All alone. Again, the High Flyers.
They've come out fast and furious. This game already looks like a mismatch.
Sure, there's obviously plenty of time left to play, but this one's showing the early signs of what's usually a blowout.
And as we've mentioned earlier, a bit of a vendetta of sorts against MP in this one, albeit it's in good spirits. But in games like this, tensions can run high, especially early on.
And hopefully no one's trying to make a point and let it get out of hand here. Emotions might be elevated, but prove your point on the court with your play.
Now here's MP. And he's got 6 points for him. And he lays it straight in.
They've really built
这个也完
themselves
美
an
啊，
impressive lead in
上
the
篮也可以
opening
算完
minutes.
美啊。
Yeah, solid defense paired with an
灌篮没有
aggressive offense.
上篮
They
有
just keep gaining ground.
Here's Harris. Basket counts.
We often talk about bigs that you can rely on down in the paint, and Harris is always somebody in our conversation.
MP outside. The three.
Hello.
Fires in the triple.
Oh man, guys, they are doing some damage from downtown.
Which is the main reason they're sitting on this huge early lead. What shooting?
And over the course of this WCBL season, we've seen some great growth from MP.
Indeed, there's been a level of maturity that's come along with his game, not only with his footwork and his basketball IQ, but with how he really carries himself.
Now here's Brock. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in this game from him. Screen by MP. It's O'Neal. The kick out to Mills. They get the board. And the shot goes down.
Tremendous hustle by the big man Gov, refusing to give up on the play.
Pass to Robert. And Robert is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Great defense on display. He anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line and take a shot for the team.
所以单打。
The high fly is
我们看一下这个战术。
Now here's Mills. On the wing, it's MP. Jacks up a three. Sinks the tray.
He's having a terrific game from downtown, burying just about everything.
You can feel the confidence he has in his three-point shot at this point.
Here's Diaz. Here's Kolish. MP grabs the miss. And as always, this is a game that will feature a crowd full of scouts.
Well, to no one's surprise, MP has certainly turned some heads with his play this season. But I imagine they're also here to check out Mills and Harris.
Now here's Diaz. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And a miss there on the triple. Here's the high fly. Pass to Gov. Mills outside. And that's it. Coming up, the assist from Gov.
I mean, we talk about stretching things way out. Mills really showing off his accuracy.
And Diaz. Here's Kolish. Harris sets the pick to end the run. The high fly has grabbed the miss. MP with the rock. Harris comes over to pick him up. Back to MP. And they double up MP. Out to the right wing. Almadawi. The second chance effort. And MP finishes the layup. And as we've watched all of these players over the course of the season, you can see what they've really added to their individual games.
Well, the focus for each of these teams show is to try and get the most out of each one of these players. They've all improved for sure, and some more than others, but I'm extremely impressed with the strides that MP has made.
So it's both teams making a change here. And a whistle against Callahan.
whistle.
That's his first foul.
Oh, 3分99，抢断99。哦，抢断99现在。
Substitution for high flyers. Omar El-Madawi.
I'm coming.
Here's Kolish. Now Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Brock. MP down low. Guarded by Mitchell. Brock outside. MP. Yes! And it's Brock picking up the assist. And even though a lot of these players are competing against each other, odds are at some point they'll be teammates down the line.
Yeah, that's true, and it could be in the NBA or any number of leagues overseas. The fact is, not everyone's going to make it. But those who do know each other from their experience here.
Yes, sir. Get up, Brandon Harris.
And it's high flyers with the ball. Outside O'Neal. Back to MP. Right side O'Neal. Inside. And the dunk by MP.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
And it's stolen by MP. Brock. Three-pointer.
2 minutes remaining.
They get it again. Pass to Callahan. O'Neal. MP. He's covered by Harris. Kicks it out to Brock. Down low. MP inside. And another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. And you look at both of these teams, some great depth out there.
And with the amount of games that can be played in such a short period, depth is key for these teams. No surprise to see these rosters have the success they've had.
Here's Kolish. Back to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Over Brock. Mitchell's shot is off. And it's High Flyers with the ball to the middle.
是他自动帮我那个叉叉。
Back to Kolish. MP grabs the miss. Here's Almadawi, guarded by Mitchell. MP with the look. Misses the layup. He had him with the pump fake. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mitchell. Hauled in by High Flyers. Brock outside. Almadawi. Stolen by Bird.
And I would guess they will hold for the last shot of the quarter.
That would be the safe bet, and most likely that's what Coach wants to see.
The three from Harris knocks down the triple.
As a defender, you hate guarding this guy because he's capable of making you look silly.
And so we got a pretty lopsided affair through the first half. High Flyers leading this one, running away with it. And we step aside now for a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back for the second half as MP leads the High Flyers against Brandon Harris and the Union Elite. You watch games like this one, guys, you see the skill and the talent that the up-and-coming players have today. It's quite impressive.
No question about it. Basketball is in good hands for future generations because what kids like this do on the court at such an early stage of their development, really, it's miles ahead of where we were decades ago.
I like the aggressiveness there from Gov near the bucket.
Difficult situation for Union Elite. Pass now to Harris. Over MP. And it's Harris slamming it home.
His rebounding ability on the offensive end is such a lift for this team.
Not only does he grab it, he also puts it right back.
Absolutely. Keeps the play alive and finishes.
Now MP. 23 points in the game. He's money on the shot.
He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Pass to Robert. Bird. Shoots a three. MP grabs the miss. Here's the High Flyers. O'Neal with it, and it's Bird picking him up. And O'Neal gets it to go.
I like seeing guys like O'Neal. They use the mid-range area of the floor, catches the defense off guard, and you take it when it's available.
Diaz, covered by Mills. To the inside. Here's Bird. The shot's good on the assist by Mitchell.
Great passing by the offense. Coaches love to see that kind of unselfish play.
Outside MP.
好险！球出去，我想说，还好，然后结果再转一个身就出去了，双转身。那我等下试着切过去，然后转身扣篮。
No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Bird with the bucket.
Making the most of a close range look. Bird did not want to waste that shot.
Here's MP. Makes it off the glass.
It's just been so one-sided since halftime.
They've crushed them in the second half, and that's when it matters the most.
Pass now to Harris. Outside Diaz. Here's Bird. Jake Bird misses again. And it's high flyers with the ball. Now MP. Nice D from Brandon Harris.
Nice D.
He bodied him up and made him alter the trajectory on that shot.
Definitely. Some very sound defense played on that trip.
Here's the three. Union Elite gets it back. Mitchell's shot is off. And as great as a player as Harris is, he simply hasn't had the same impact as MP.
没有扣啊。
Oh, definitely. And we've seen what has set MP apart from the other stars in the WCBL. When things are falling for him, look out. He's just at another level.
Now here's Mitchell. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the basket.
And he almost got to the shot in time.
哦，把我再次再拉起来。
Touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Timeout called. Deciding to change it up.
Substitution for high flyers.
战术是底角。
And here's MP on the outside. Knocks it down from distance.
He got hung up on a great screen and gave the shooter some wiggle room.
Yeah, for sure. If he sees any daylight at all, he's pulling the trigger.
Here's Harris. MP grabs the miss. Pass to Brown. And he's going for the hoop here. And the dunk by MP.
One of the prettiest plays in the sport, executed to perfection.
Hard to find someone who doesn't love a good alley-oop.
Oh, I got one. The guy who just got dunked on.
Back to Pagan. Will it go? That shot is off.
快点，兄弟冲的！
MP down low. Pagan
兄弟
defending.
不投啊！
Past MP. Back to Callahan. Yes, and it's MP picking up the
怎
assist.
么样？拜托你才会拿到那个切入。
Strength to the test, and he's got a
进
lot
球
of
速度
it.
变快了。
They really need a bucket right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's been a while since they've scored last.
Now Harris. 6 on the shot clock. The high flyers grab the miss.
He's having a tough quarter offensively.
Despite that, he remains aggressively looking for his shots.
And it hasn't just been one facet that helps them build the lead. They've been terrific all around.
哦，刚给他，
It has been a complete performance, and the effort level's been fantastic too.
Now Harris. Now covered by MP. To the middle. Finished off by Harris.
好，
It doesn't take
太
a
宰治了
lifelong。scout to understand why Harris is a blue chip prospect. He has the ability to get it done on offense.
And what is so great about Harris is that he can attack the ball.
Oh my goodness!
Are you kidding me?
What a play.
Wow!
Whoa, that was crazy to even attempt.
He didn't just try it, he pulled it off. That was awesome.
Come on, that's a high school kid. That's not fair. No way.
And he makes good on the layup.
I'd like to paint a picture here because his shooting chart is beautiful. Lots of good shots all around the floor.
噔，你要按，然后扣，放开，然后噔。
Fades and shoots. MP grabs the miss.
Come around.
And they double up MP. Pass to Callahan. MP hits the trifecta.
How about the pass from the big man, Callahan?
连线啊，还有这个。球队化学反应。
Pagan with it. Right wing. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. MP with the steal. Pass to Myers. MP with the rock.
Oh.
He's picked up by MP. And the ball is tied up, so we have a jump ball.
Oh.
Substitution, Union Elite. Drew.
And here are the high flyers now.
Substitution for high flyers.
Outside MP with just 5 to shoot. Fires top of the key. It's good.
He came out of the locker room on fire. Great second half for him so far.
Hold on.
Pass to Harris. Here's Walker.
再卡我一个。
Now Robert to the left wing. Here's Kolish. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's MP. MP throws it down.
He's an undersized center, but he more than compensates for it with some serious leaping ability.
Pass to Harris. Walker. Back to Harris. Yes, indeed. He's now 8 of 14.
It's so easy to see why Harris is so highly regarded. He can get the orange in the hoop.
And here's MP on the outside. From the arc, pure from three-point range.
Well, Danny, it's pretty obvious what they discussed at halftime.
Everything offensively has been perimeter-oriented.
Here's Robert. The high flyers grab the miss. Outside, MP. And another three for the Flyers.
And this run was exactly what they needed to put the game away.
Yup. This is how to seal a win in style.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Kolish. Try to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Callahan. And he lobs it up. And MP throws it down.
Great pass and a great finish. Beautiful alley-oop.
To see precision like that at the high school level, it's just so rare.
It's something you're only going to get working out until it's dark outside.
So it's the High Flyers winning this one easily.
An impressive performance from the High Flyers in this one. You have to credit MP. He was an instrumental part of this win. You see the kind of potential that this kid has already.
Without question, Danny. And on the flip side for the Union Elite, a tough loss.
Well, Brandon Harris just didn't do enough in this game. He had his moments, but in the end, MP and his High Flyers were just too much to handle. But it's okay. They can't dwell on this. They've got to put it behind them and just move on.
And that's a wrap, everyone. For Drake Hugo, Danny Hager, this is Joe Lamy saying thanks for watching.
Man, that move I did like.
Yeah, good game out there, man.
Thanks.
People are talking.
Man, those guys were legit. I could see why Dion said they would have been a good fit for me.
Yeah, but I love how you didn't let up, even though you knew you made the All-Star team already.
Come on, I'm always 110.
Good. You're going to need to keep that same energy against the EYBL Select, because this is a huge opportunity to move up in the rankings for us. I can't stress that enough.
With all due respect, Mr. Kelly, I'm trying to be the MVP, so I know how important this game is.
If you could pull that off, that would be massive.
If. Come on, Austin Kelly. You gotta believe in me now. You're my agent.
You're an incredible talent, MP. But you're going against an entire team of incredible talents, not the least of which is your matchup, Ice McCall.
Yeah, I know all about bro.
Well, then you know to take him seriously.
Look, definitely. Dude is a beast, but so am I.
I'm excited to see how you handle it.
I'm about to shock the world.
OK， 你看这场也是 easy game， 就变成这场这个中锋能抢板，然后能灌篮，然后有防守，基本上这是我要的。来吧，这是第19位。
You ready, MP? You got to play the game of your life tonight just for a season.
他们这能打，然后把他
I
手
know I
爆。
cooked you last time we played Jay Moore, but that's Nike's EYBL Select out there. If we're not all on point, they're gonna take turns dogging us. It ain't just on me tonight.
Dogging
us. You're checking Ice. Dude's a future lotto pick, man. I'm nice and all, but he's on a different level.
Hey, yo, I'm not scared of anybody I'm matched up against.
Oh, yeah? Then why were you wearing street clothes when we played you guys? Disciplinary reasons? That's mad fishy, bro.
Yo, I know you're not talking. You lucky you didn't have to guard me.
If you say so.
Okay, since y'all all highly regarded, why don't y'all tell me what's so special about Tyson Ice McCall? Hey, I'm serious. Put that high basketball IQ to use and help me help us.
He is a bucket, okay? A threat from everywhere. You can't give him any daylight.
He's a machine, bro. You can wait for him to make a mistake, but he never does. He's fundamentally sound.
And dude goes crazy in the clutch. GOAT mode stuff. That's why they call him Ice.
Casual. Lethal. I was at Steph Curry's camp with him last year. He had that aura about him. It's obvious he's going to be a pro.
This game's gonna have a lot of eyes on it. You got Slam out there, overtime, scouts from everywhere. But Ice isn't the only monster on that team.
Fact.
Which means we've got a chance to do something special. Tyson's got a lot going for him. I don't care. He's 19th in the country. I get that. But he's never beat me. And they've never matched up against us. Everyone in this locker room, and I mean everyone, has worked like crazy to get here. Which means we've got talent too. So let's go out there and show those EYBL dudes why we were chosen to play this game. If you want me to kill a monster, then I'm going for the head. So if you trust me to take on Ice, then I'll trust you to handle the rest.
如果要我单手他，我觉得我有信心。
Bring it in on me.
Let's go.
All for one on 3.
1, 2, 3. All for one.
Hey, Tyson. What's up, bro? I mean, it's finally good to meet you, and I want to tell you seriously. I like really relate to your story.
MP, right?
Right.
How'd you make this team?
What you mean?
Usually your league sends their best players to get clowned by us. Then there's you. I don't get it.
Okay, see.
That
type of disrespect? Why are you capping like you don't know about me yet?
Oh, I know who you are. You're Dion's little pet. He got bored working with blue chippers, plucked you out of nowhere, then you had a hot few weeks, so you start feeling yourself. Here's the thing, though. I know that you know that this ain't real. I know that you're scared that one day soon the shots are gonna stop falling. You don't belong here, MP. You belong back home, you know, slinging breakfast to townies. And after this game, when you choke in front of all those scouts, that's exactly where you're going.
Welcome, everyone. It's the EYBL Showcase. We have a fantastic game full of young all-star talent from the West Coast.
你的目标是什么？超过得分，然后评分超过，得分超过。
Basketball League and the Nike Elite Youth Basketball League. I'm Joe Lamy with Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. And guys, what a great group we have here tonight.
Oh, we've got stars from all over the country, and they're all looking to leave a lasting memory in this one. I'm sure we'll be seeing some future faces of the sport here.
As you said, Danny, the future is going to be on full display here tonight.
And scouts will be very interested in this matchup, despite it being an exhibition game. When you have this much talent gathered together on the court, the basketball world can't help but notice. Well, what a great celebration of the best from the WCBL, getting to face the stars of the EYBL. What more can you ask for?
For the Nike EYBL All-Stars, their starting 5. Joey Johnson and Jonathan Lack will make up the backcourt. Bryant Cologne as the 3. Drew Robinson is at power forward, and the man in the middle is Tyson Ice McCall. So for the WCBL All-Stars, it's Devontae Mills at point with Jaden Moore joining him on the backcourt. Then it's Drexel Carrington and Miles Thunderstone, along with the big man, MP. And the players on the floor, obviously the best of the best for their age group.
And there's a high likelihood that at least one major star is coming out of here, maybe even more. There's just so much talent on the floor. It's sure going to be fun to watch them show off here tonight.
Now here's McCall.
Like my house.
You look at the roster of these teams, one thing that jumps out at you is the wide range of places these kids are from. You've got guys from all over the country, from major cities and rural towns that you've never even heard of.
It's one of the great things about basketball. Talent can be found anywhere in the basketball world. And this game is a great reminder of just that.
Now here's Johnson. Cologne for three. MP grabs the miss. On the wing, Carrington. And another three for the WCBL.
They're off to a scorching start offensively.
They've taken this game by the reins and are running out to an early lead.
Outside, Black. To the middle. Back to Cologne. Shot to stop the run. That's in. Coming off a nice assist from Jonathan Lack.
And he answers right back with a three of his own.
Oh my, they're getting into it. We've got a duel shaping up here.
Oh man, guys, they are doing some damage from downtown.
Which is the main reason they're sitting on this huge early lead. What's shooting?
And the big name for the Nike EYBL team is Ice McCall. Currently ranked 19th in the nation on the 2K U250, and for good reason.
Rarely melts down. McCall is a terrific shooter, and he can also create for others. He gives you whatever you want on the offensive end and can create as well as anyone else in his class. Ice is the guy to watch.
Drops it in from long range.
And no doubt about it, folks. This is exactly the way they wanted to start the game.
Well, they've been doing it on both ends, converting chances and challenging shooters.
Now here's McCall. Joey Johnson for three. And again, it's the EYBL from DC.
That is some quick payback.
There is nothing more satisfying for a player than an immediate answer back with a free ball.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious hops.
Here's McCall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in this game from him. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 of 2 this game. And this game has a bit of a different feel than other All-Stars.
Well, every one of these kids wants to show that they're the best. So that means there's going to be a lot of effort being put in on both sides of the floor.
Now here's Johnson. Outside, Black. McCall, now covered by MP. The West All-Stars pull it down. Mills inside, guarded by Cologne, and it's in there.
Devontae Mills, typically he's the setup guy for his team, but look at this. It's actually working in his favor. You expect him to pass, and he goes and finds a creative score.
Now here's Robinson. Pass to Cologne. Over to the wing. Now Lack lets the three fly. He can't get that one. And here's more from the arc. Nails the three-pointer.
Dropping a bomb from range. Moore saw an angle he liked and made it look easy.
Cologne on the outside. To end the run. UIBL, no good that time either. Being named to one of these rosters is quite an achievement in and of its own.
Yeah, we can't emphasize enough that this is the best of the best playing here. The Nike EYBL is the top circuit in the world. Everyone from there is a top prospect, and I'm sure that it'll be true for many of the players from the WCBL as well.
Timeout called by the EYBL. Here's Tombo. Pass to Floyd.
Substitution for West All-Stars.
Let's go with the three. No good on the shot.
There's no rhythm or flow in their offense right now.
While on the flip side, their opposition is on fire. Got to stop this run somehow.
Nails it from three.
And right now, he is flat out feeling it from beyond the arc.
No gloves, just the hot
哦，还有一个。
And they'd be smart to keep riding that.
Now here's Dermanenko.
我等那个人上来，我再开始宰制。
Aslanoglu outside.
再开那个真金。
5 on the clock, and Floyd. The UIBL no good that time either. And you look at that level of play and the upside for most of these players, this has been an especially gifted class that we're seeing here.
And you think back to some of the all-time great NBA draft classes. 84, 03. I mean, with all the talent we're seeing here, this class could be on those levels.
Here's Floyd. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. No good! Unable to end this run. Outside, MP. And the West hits it again from deep.
They keep finding ways to pad their lead, and it just continues to grow.
All facets of their game are clicking. They look like a well-oiled machine out there.
Here's Floyd. Perchumsey with the screen. And it's Floyd missing.
Man, that's a tough shot no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, there were more effective options on the court he could have turned to there.
MP with it, working on Perchumsey. MP down low. He's guarded by Perchumsey. And MP gets it to go.
I'd like to paint a picture here because his shooting chart is beautiful. Lots of good shots all around the floor.
Aslanoglu outside. Perchumsey, good.
He saw that play develop and got the ball to him right where he needed it.
The West in total control in this one. Inside. MP throws it down.
Wow, even the defense was stunned by the alley-oop finish.
That was a pro-level play, top to bottom.
Everyone here liked it, and they made it look so easy.
Now Leftos. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Floyd. Here's Perchumsey. And Perchumsey with the stuff.
Athletic move to the rim from Perchumsey. He saw his chance, and he took it.
Here's MP. And the dunk by MP.
They've just shot the lights out, and their opponent, not as much.
The question is, how long can they continue to do this? We've got a ways to go still.
Now here's Dermanenko. Good D that time from MP. Pass to Schrader. Return to MP. Nails it from beyond the arc.
His three-point shot has been so pure, just draining one after another.
Vlad Dermanenko on the wing. And Vlad Dermanenko with the stop.
Great execution using the screen.
Gets a path to the bucket. The defensive rotation just wasn't quick enough there, and he makes them pay.
I like the recognition, though. Take whatever the defense is going to give you out there.
Now here's Dermanenko. Aslanoglu. Pass to Floyd. Beyond the arc. MP grabs the miss.
His mojo is out of whack. Offensively, he just can't get anything going for him.
Well, when you play this game, sometimes cold streaks like this are unavoidable. He was a man on a mission down there. He wouldn't stop pursuing the ball until he got it up and through the rim. Well done.
From the arc. That shot missing. Got it off in time. Unable to get that one to go. And so we got a pretty lopsided affair through the first half. It's the WCBL All-Stars. Opening a huge gap. And plenty more to come right after this. Thanks for joining us as we start up the second half of this exciting matchup. The best talent on display here in this one. And what a special experience this game must be for these up-and-coming stars.
I hope they're able to just take it all in and enjoy everything involved in this game. Just being here is a huge accomplishment, regardless of the outcome. This is something that'll stick with them for the rest of their lives.
Now here's Mills. Screen by MP. The three is up. That one doesn't drop. And the EYBL All-Stars with possession here. Outside, Black. Johnson. Cologne for three. Yes, and Johnson picks up the dime on that one.
That's a solid possession by Cologne. He spaces the floor and keeps the defense honest.
And he throws it down.
It's a one-man show, and the fans are glad they have tickets. Looks like he's willing to handle all the offensive duties for them.
Now here's Johnson. Cologne on the outside. Back to Johnson. Right side, Lack. Cologne for three. Great key that time from Drexel Carrington. Past MP. Stolen away by McCall.
传我球啊
Robinson, covered now by Stone. Outside, Black. Johnson. It's Cologne on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. To the left wing. Here's Robinson. Rebound goes to the WCBL. Left side, Moore. Pass to Mills. From deep, it's MP. Knocks it down from distance.
What a competitor. He's been looking for his shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Chalk up 2 right there.
And McCall, he's so poised and close. You can't allow him to get comfortable like this.
MP with it, working on McCall. Here's MP. Banked in off the glass.
That is poor defensive awareness. He's one guy you don't want to give any space to.
Outside, it's Johnson. Pass to Lack. Cologne left side. Johnson. Cologne on the outside. Johnson, no good that time. And here's the West All-Stars. And Mills gets the bucket to go. And Mills so skilled with the ball in his hands.
Mills has some things he still needs to work on. You can see the playmaking. It's already there. He makes his teammates better, and he does it with joy on his face.
Now here's Johnson. Kicks it to McCall. Jumper over MP. McCall's shot off the mark.
The defender's height advantage really forced a tough shot into a difficult one. Tried to fade it over the top, but no dice.
MP inside. Guarded by Cologne. MP with the look. And the dunk by MP.
Their shooting percentage just keeps improving here in the second half.
Well, they've done a great job sharing the ball. Good teamwork typically does result in high percentage shots.
Now here's Cologne. He has 6. Jonathan Lack on the wing. McCall covered by MP. Lack for 3. Stone grabs the board. And you look at the production of these two stars between MP and McCall, it's been all MP so far.
For all the hype we've heard about McCall's offensive ability, it's been MP putting on the show. He's come out of nowhere, and he's outshined one of the top recruits in his class.
Now here's Lack. Cologne on the outside. Johnson swings it to McCall. To end the drought, the West All-Stars pull it down. It's Moore on the wing. The kick to Carrington. MP. The 3. And a great assist by Carrington as that one falls.
This is nuts. They can't miss. It's so rare to see a team operate like this.
I can't remember the last time that they did miss. Insane.
Oh, wheeling that one in for 2. Some ice in the veins of McCall. Pun intended.
MP with the look. And again, the West All-Stars score.
A prolific offensive game. He's a ton of fun to watch.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Here's McCall. Right side, Tombo. Pass to Prochumsky. Germanenko. Off target from outside. Here's Corrado. And he's going for the hoop here. And it's stolen away by Dermanenko. Back to Tombo. Now here's McCall. Pass to Dermanenko. Knocks down the triple.
I don't care how far he is from the bucket. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from long range.
MP outside. Jacks up a three. Sinks it from distance.
Stepping up to the challenge and returning fire from three-point range.
Whoa, looks like we have a real battle from beyond the arc.
真的原地就被 ankle。
McCall now covered by MP.
Help me out!
Prochumsky in the post. Count it.
That's the strategy. Give Prochumsky the ball and get out of the way. This big man knows what he needs to do inside.
Pass to Harris.
Hey, right here, right here.
Here's the three. And the West hits it again from deep.
It's been a parade of threes from them ever since halftime.
Yeah, we know what they were talking about during the break. They've been dialed in from deep.
Aslanoglu, that's good.
The man just makes plays. That pass is on point.
Return to MP. Stolen away by McCall. Here's Prochumsky, and Prochumsky with the stuff.
Great job ensuring that the turnover converts.
No wasted opportunities here. They made quick work of getting the ball up the court.
And all the other team can do is just shake their heads.
Now here's MP. MP throws it down.
MP. He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
And so it's the EYBL with it.
2 minutes.
Dish to Tombo. Off the mark there with the three. Here's Schrader, defended by McCall. And they double up MP. Now Harris. Yep, count it.
That's how you do it. He passed his way out of the double team and right into an easy bucket.
Dermanenko outside. Aslanoglu outside. Tombo. Pass to Dermanenko. Hits the trifecta.
Easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
I'm coming.
The WCBL on offense. Here's Schrader. And they double up MP. To the paint. Here's Chu. And the jam by Johnny Chu.
Boy, it is fun watching him at the controls.
Just the way he creates for his teammates. Such a willing passer.
Dish to Tombo. Offline with the three. And here's the West All-Stars. MP with the look. And MP throws it down.
This run has really put them in the perfect position.
And with no signs of slowing, they aim to keep expanding that lead.
Pass to Dermanenko. That's good. And so McCall picks up the assist.
Nice delivery. McCall's their glue guy, if you will. On an EYBL team with so much individual talent, Ice keeps them all working together.
Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
He was squeezing the orange as tight as he could before the stuff.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right? And is that orange juice like publicly available? Can I get some of that?
So MP and the rest of the West Coast All-Stars really showcasing their talent in the win tonight.
What an upset we just witnessed. Against a very talented group, MP was more than up for the challenge. I can't wait to see what the future holds in store for him. You have to think the MP ceiling is sky high at this point.
Absolutely, Drake. And then for the EYBL All-Stars, a lot of talent, but not quite enough to get it done.
Well, Ice McCall, he did what he could, give him the credit, but at the end, they were just outplayed. Clearly, MP came out here to prove something, and it was not going to be denied. His effort was so strong.
And that's a wrap, everyone. For Drake Hugo, Danny Hager, this is Joe Lamy saying thanks for watching.
All right, we're here with MP. MP, big win for you guys. The WCBL All-Star stunned the EYBL Select in a massive upset. Talk about how'd you do it. How are you feeling now that it's over?
I'm just so proud of our guys. Everyone, you know, for most of us, this is our first time playing together. First time playing a game at this level. And everybody came out and handled their business and came together
when we had to in order to beat what's a talented team over there. This is an unbelievable win. Just unbelievable.
Okay. But the matchup everyone was talking about heading into tonight was you versus Tyson Ice McCall. Not only did you win, you came with the MVP of tonight. Was that your goal coming into tonight?
No, but yeah. I mean, I always try to win and do my best, and tonight I had to go through Ice to do that, and y'all know how good he is. I definitely wanted to put on a show tonight. I knew if we'd won, I'd get a lot of attention. You know what? I wanted an MVP. I did. I thought I could do it, and I did it. So, yeah. Power of positive thinking and all of that.
Well, congrats, MP. Thank you for your time.
I really appreciate it.
Turning into a really exciting season.
Well,
hey, there he is. Hey. The man of the hour. Great game,
Good to
MP.
see you.
Great game, man.
Thanks. So do you think that made up for me being suspended?
Oh, well, it certainly can't hurt. I'll put it that way.
Okay, so what happens next?
Well, now, let me give me a few days to get all my ducks in a row. We want to wait for some colleges to maybe show interest who didn't show any before, or maybe some who already liked you want to come forward, some bigger offers or better roles. We also still want to see where you land on the final 250 of the year.
Right.
When I get a full picture, then we'll get together, go over your options. I just don't want to rush anything,
Hey, that all sounds great to me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hey, listen, give me a few dates. I'll hit you up. Meantime, baby, you do you.
Already did.
All right.
Hey, what's good, Tyson? Hey, man, I've been meaning to ask you one last question. Like, why do they call you Ice? Is it because you freeze up in clutch situations? Because, I mean, you look shook out there.
Yeah. Congrats. Now you can watch me on TV and tell all the truckers at the diner you beat me once.
Ooh, nice sub.
Oh,
hey, did you want some extra ham and mayonnaise mustard with that?
I would say I'll get you next time, but we're never going to play again. You don't have a future in this, NP.
Right. Come here. Yeah. Look at that scoreboard. I mean, your jaws must be, like, killing you. Because I don't understand how you're talking right now.
Okay. I really hope you enjoy your shining moment.
Yeah.
But this is as good as it's going to get for you, NP.
Oh, that is so good.
我呛回去，手爆。如果我最开始玩这一支的话，我最开始就打从没玩这支，不一定哦。哦，我现在是118位嘛。哦，这代比较好，不用在那边那个什么，还要特别跑去哪里，然后特别去为了一个剧情跑超远，直接就是一条线处理完。来看一下，对。我这次还没投热区吗？我们投热区，然后破个剧情。等一下哦。
What's up, MP? Thanks for coming through.
我正常的话啦，就是进攻这边，我站这边其实比较多，就是，可是这里反而有时候也 哦，这个去那个投篮比赛，投篮大赛。OK， 怎样？没了。
Don't let me keep shooting that. Can't give me that.
哦，顶出去啊，太过分了。谁快，你跑来了。这是我的热区嘞。哦，金鸟播放是吧？哎，啊！Fantastic， 3块3块。
That's how you do it, MP. Incredible work today.
真的，左边这个。Westbrook、Wiggins 这种扣，那我们来一个。OK， 那剧情跑一下。哎呀，剧情就到这边了。好，那我们就先休息了。今天又滑许多了嘛，今天就休息了。然后看一下哦，对啊，今天比较可惜是。没有打，没有球可以打，没有打那个 REC， 看一下派对，对啊，现在大家打比较少了。OK， 那这一集就到这边了，那就休息了。下次还有机会打 REC 什么的，然后我们再看。3对3。哦，好吧，那就先这样了。可以说拜拜了，谢谢大家观看。那等等，我先讲一下，这个2K 上面那些比较难更新嘛，那不过滑雪还是有机会就持续跟大家更新了。OK， 那我们在这边，拜拜。